For over 3 centuries, the Romanov dynasty ruled the Russian Empire with absolute authority, a reign defined by golden palaces and ancient tradition. But beneath the surface of imperial grandeur, a storm was gathering that would change the course of human history forever. While the Tsar lived in opulence, the Russian people suffered. Deep in the countryside, the weight of feudalism still crushed the spirit of the poor. Intercities bread lines stretched 4 miles through the bitter cold. Hunger and desperation were becoming more powerful than any imperial decree. Then came the Great War. World War I pushed the failing empire to its absolute breaking point, draining its resources and its blood. Ill-equipped and poorly led, millions of Russian soldiers perished. Morale collapsed as the front lines moved closer to the heart of the motherland. In February 1917, the tension finally snapped. Petrograd erupted in a spontaneous wave of strikes and demonstrations. The demand was simple: bread and peace. For the first time, the people's voice was louder than the Tsar's artillery. When the palace guards were ordered to fire on the protesters, they refused. The pillars of the monarchy began to crumble from within. Tsar Nicholas II was forced to abdicate. 300 years of Romanov rule ended in a quiet railway carriage, far from the throne. But the fall of the Tsar did not bring peace. A fragile, provisional government struggled to maintain order while the war continued. From exile, a radical voice returned to fill the vacuum. Vladimir Lenin arrived at Finland Station, promising a new world order. Lenin's message was clear and uncompromising: all power to the Soviets. He spoke directly to the workers, soldiers, and peasants. By October, the Bolsheviks were ready. Under the cover of darkness, they moved to seize the symbols of the old regime. The storming of the Winter Palace was the decisive blow. The provisional government fell, and the Bolsheviks took control of the capital. The revolution sparked a brutal civil war. The Red Army, led by the Bolsheviks, fought the White Army for the very soul of Russia. It was a conflict of ideologies, where brother fought brother in a scorched earth struggle that devastated the countryside. Statues of the Tsars were toppled, and the iconography of the empire was replaced by the hammer and sickle. By 1922, the Soviet Union was officially born. A new superpower had risen from the ashes of the Russian Empire. The revolution brought rapid industrialization and profound social change, transforming Russia into a modern, industrial giant in mere decades. The legacy of the Russian Revolution remains complex, a story of idealistic hope, immense suffering, and a world forever changed.